What it is, YouTube? It's your girl, PM Goddess, PMG. What it is, Potty Mouth Squad, PMS. How y'all doing today? Look, we got a nice video today. We got Shannon Sharpe rejected Yvonne orgy because he wanted a bagger. Y'all know Shannon Sharpe, he got some sexual allegations going against him, right? Oh, I can't say that. Can I say that? Yeah, I can say that. Some sexual allegations going against him right now. What's going on? Like, what is this? Because they was saying you was gay? Is this because first it was you caught on live with that girl, and now you got essay allegation? Didn't what Cat Williams and Monique told you? Leave them little white girls alone. That's all right. All right, we gonna get to it, man.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. There have been various new updates surrounding the old creepy freak Shannon Sharpe. If you don't know, Shannon Sharpe, who is a sports news podcaster and also a former NFL Hall of Famer, took a huge hit on his reputation.
I ain't gonna lie, he looked like a freak.
Zuniga accused him of arring her and also choking her and controlling her, and she is suing for $50 million. Now, I did feel like this was a cash grab because of the timing, because Shannon was in the middle of inking a $100 million deal for his media company, and not to mention Gabriella is being represented by the lawyer Tony Busby, who has
oh my god, here he go,
ambulance chaser and extortionist.
Mr. Busby, make sure your shit is together this time, okay? Cause that shit you pulled with Jay, hey, y'all need to can y'all countersue him because he be in so many situations where it be false claims and stuff. Can y'all countersue the lawyer? You can't do that, cause
Not to mention, Gabriella was begging Shannon Sharpe for a baby multiple times because
I've always wanted
to find a way to get paid for the next 18 years. So at first I thought to myself, this really
they
seems
do
like
race
a
play.
grab. This seems like a setup. However, we all know that Shannon's old, creepy, nasty self should not have been messing with this 19, 20-year-old model. Shannon is in his mid-50s. He was warned by everybody. Don't be chasing after these young escorts because you are going to get caught up.
Why you didn't take no bomb? Why you go put a... This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get your old...
See what I'm see? They told your ass. Now look at you.
But you know, creepy old Shannon, he
older than them, goddamn it.
He didn't want a stable relationship. He didn't want anybody...
I think I don't know if he older than Monique. But I think he older than Kat. I don't know. Bottom line, you too damn old for this, Shannon.
Respectable. He wanted somebody nasty like him. When his co-host from Nightcap, Chad Ochocinco, suggested that he date Yvonne Orgy, Shannon was like, absolutely not. And we all know the reason why. I mean, Yvonne is black, first of all, so she doesn't make the cut.
Right.
She also is a virgin, so she ain't nasty enough. Now, Shannon could teach her some things, but he doesn't want to because
was she waiting on marriage
to her kind. Also,
40 years
old, and you know Shannon ain't going for that. He wants somebody.
Yvonne, you sucked a little. Yvonne, don't lie, you sucked a.
And Chad was trying to convince him. He was saying, "Listen, somebody like Yvonne would be good for you," but Shannon was not trying to hear all that.
Because she would be perfect for you and what you have going on.
No, she not. She a virgin. Why are y'all trying to set this lady up?
But she has the vision that can open the door where you trying to get to. Now, what you think about that?
I'm looking for a center. I'm looking for a center. Send me Miss Nasty B. What her name was? I don't want nobody walking.
No.
Now.
Oh, come on.
Nah.
So,
I want a center.
listen, I thought we
that's what I'm looking for.
We always talk about this. What I want for you, man. I'm telling you, this prepare you into a world you've never been before. You need a woman like that in your life.
Yeah, give me Miss Nasty B. I had a bottle right there by my bed.
Miss Nasty B is crazy.
They do sometimes. I don't get up. It used to bother me, but guess what? It don't stop them checks from coming in, and it don't stop them young ones from opening up, and it don't stop them young ones from opening up.
Shannon is a mess. He really is. But he was warned. He was warned about his dating choices. But no, he wanted a sex worker and he wanted somebody barely legal. And he has nobody to blame but himself. And the truth of the matter is, no mature, quality woman like a Yvonne or anybody else would
We'll go
take
for
him
that.
seriously. They just wouldn't. Now, there were some receipts that were released from Gabriella and her lawyer, Tony, and I will say these receipts are pretty damning. Now, this doesn't mean that Shannon can't fight against it, but I will say it makes him look
Like
crazy.
Shannon, is this?
Now, it was reported that Shannon and Gabriella had over 100 BDSM sexual encounters over the 2 years they were dating. And these encounters were consensual. They were initiated a lot of times by Gabriella herself because she was telling him to abuse her, choke her, tie her up.
Oh,
All this and that.
girl.
And Shannon was down for it with his old freaky self. But there was a point when
What in the
Gabriella felt like Shannon was
brazzers?
too rough, and she
The
claimed that he barred her
black.com.
back in October of last year. And this is kind of the tricky thing about BDSM relationships. It is hard to tell whether a person is consenting or not because a lot of times in these type of encounters, people.
And that's gonna be a huge factor in this case. That's kind of like similar to people with like rape kinks. I don't know. I could never date somebody who got like a huge degrading or like rape kink or something because like what if you actually screaming stop, 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 and this time you actually serious, but I'm thinking you playing it like I don't know, man. People could need a date within their age range. That's it. Bottom line, point blank, period. Like,
Get aroused by violence and dominance. And no doesn't always mean no unless a safe word is used. And a safe word has to be used if a person is feeling too uncomfortable. But even after that SA incident happened, Gabriella was still trying to sleep with Shannon and she was sending him freaky text messages. And she was also asking him for money. She wanted 25K per butt cheek. And somebody can look at this and think, well, is she
and I know
talking
he
about
sent it.
Shannon? Aren't her, because why would she reach back out to him to sleep with him after that happened? And it is possible that maybe Shannon got too rough. And I think Gabriella started to grow resentment towards him. I mean, she was doing all this nasty stuff with this old man. He wasn't compensating her in the way that she wanted. He was comfortable talking down to her because that was a part of their whole role play. Also, he messed around with other women, including Michelle, who he was smashing on IG Live. And according to the text messages, Gabriella was really upset about that. She was upset when he started messing with Michelle. So I think after a
It
while, he was
wasn't
like,
together.
man,
I
I'm
mean,
tired of being treated this way. I need my money. Pay me. And she started recording their encounters, which I do believe was a plan for her to
yeah.
use for her lawsuit. But it does make Shannon look guilty when you hear this audio.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
What does that even mean?
That's forget it.
It is what it
You want
is.
to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that person. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
This definitely sounds like race play right here.
I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Well, I'm not really interested in
Oh,
getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy choke small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what you did to me.
Shannon
Ooh.
sounds crazy in that clip.
yeah.
And he might have thought that they were doing role play or race play, whatever, but
I'm not gonna lie. In that clip, it sound like they It sounded like they was going it like he was trying to ease into it with her, and she wasn't feeling it on the same level, and like he just wasn't stopping. But who knows? Like she could have switched up just because she knew she was recording. You know what I'm saying? Like this could all be a plan, or she could have really been uncomfortable in that moment. And he just, I don't know, I don't know.
That is not how Gabriella and her lawyer Tony Busby are presenting it. Also, Gabriella said that Shannon arred her again in January of this year, and she presented this text message saying, "But I cried when you left because I begged you to put a condom on and not put it in my butt, and you didn't listen. I don't care what our
Oh
history
no,
is.
Shannon.
No, Shannon, I don't know how to process this." And Shannon responded by saying, "Can I call you later?" So
Why you just
that
didn't put it in the butt? Just
crazy.
leave
It all looks bad.
What's
And not to mention,
going on?
her lawyer, Tony Busby, said that Shannon offered her $10 million in hush money before she went public with this lawsuit. Now, Shannon's attorney said that he was being blackmailed, and usually blackmail victims pay money to keep certain information from coming out.
Hold on, nah. Let's dissect that real quick. Let's dissect that. If I send you a text saying I cried because I wanted you to put a condom on and I didn't want it in my butt, and you put it in my butt, and I'm telling you no means no, your response is, can I call you later? Like, if that wasn't true, he would have been like, what the you talking about? Or you know what I'm saying? Like he would have said something else. Like, I don't know. That look
To protect their reputation. And maybe this is what Shannon was trying to do. He was in the middle of trying to get a $100 million deal. So the last thing he needed was for this lawsuit to go public. But at the same time, him offering her hush money doesn't make him look innocent at all. It
make
makes
him
him look
look.
like he is trying to hide something. And apparently he has a lot to hide because it's rumored that he settled multiple lawsuits with women that he was dealing with. He even had to pay off one woman that he was working with on the show Undisputed. She was a production assistant and he allegedly choked her out. Now Shannon's team is saying that it didn't happen that way, but Shannon and Fox had to quietly settle with the accuser for several $100,000. So he's been in the situation where he had to pay off some women, and also he was being sued by another woman named Michelle Evans. And this ain't the same Michelle that he was smashing on IG Live. This is a different Michelle. She was in a relationship with Shannon for 10 years, and she did talk about it on Unwind with Tasha K.
What was your sex life like?
He loved to have his booty played with. That part might not have been everyday sex, but other than that,
Not the spinner rule.
So like you put fingers and tongue in his butt?
Yo,
yeah. You know, there were times where I wondered if
he
maybe
looked
was
like he
fine.
into
Do you
that.
think you kind of opened up his butt to new experiences?
No, I can't imagine because he already liked it.
Tasha K is
Oh shit.
loud, but in 2010, Michelle did allege that
Who opened up
Shannon
that butt, huh?
harmed her. She said that she confronted him about his
Shannon, who
unfaithfulness,
opened
and
up that? Who
the
spread
argument
it?
escalated, and he allegedly forced her to her knees and made her give him oral. Also, she claims that he penetrated her without her consent and delivered a chilling message. He said he was going to make it so no other man would want her, allegedly. And she said he threatened to ruin her if she told what happened. Now, she did file a restraining order against him, and this actually caused Shannon to step down from his job at CBS Sports at the time, which is kind of looking like a pattern. I mean, he recently had to step down from his job with ESPN because of this current lawsuit he's dealing with. And also, the lawsuit he has with Michelle is still active. And even though she kind of is a sketchy character herself, she did go to prison for trying to kill her husband. So she's kind of a nutcase. But two things.
Oh, Michelle don't play that.
She could be crazy, but she could also be telling the truth about Shannon. But Shannon has nobody to blame but himself. I mean, these are the type of women that he likes. He likes women.
And she probably ain't trying to take out Shannon because, like, how that's gonna look? That white woman trying to take out that black man. Yeah. So she might have spared you.
It doesn't matter as long as they're white. They're right. Also, he likes very, very young women because he is an old creep and he just doesn't know how to control himself. His lust got the best of him and now he's about to lose it all. At least it appears that way. If more women come out, then he's screwed for sure. But the current cases against him, he might be able to fight. However, this has hurt his reputation in a major, major way. And no reputable company would ever want to work with him again because he is a liability. It's unfortunate, but Shannon should have listened to all those people who were telling him to
Yeah,
settle down
man.
with somebody who had no drama, somebody who was in his age bracket, somebody who could elevate him. But no, he said he wanted a sinner.
I'm looking for a sinner. I'm looking for a sinner. Send me Miss Nasty. What her name was?
Anyway, tell what you all think about this mess down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right, y'all. That was the end of this video. Oh, he in some deep water. He in some deep doo-doo. Okay, like his booty. Okay. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video. PMG. I'm out.